Welcome to the Art 360 on Point. Today's program is about art, specifically the Vietnamese Contemporary Art Festival, which is currently running at Eden Center in Falls Church, Virginia. The festival runs until December. For today's program, we are having a conversation with, in fact, one of the co-organizer and co-host of the festival, Miss Gallery Brigitte. And thank you for being here, Gallery. Very nice to meet you. To start off, could you tell us the meaning or the operative meaning of Gallery Brigitte in relationship with Vietnamese contemporary art?
Yes. Gallery Brigitte started out in 2002, and I started the gallery because of my love for the art and the culture. And after 15 years of corporate America, I decided to do something a little bit different and unusual, which not really a profession in the Vietnamese family and culture.
That's very unique. That's correct.
Yes, yes. So I say, if nobody does it, why not me? And my love for it is tremendous. So we started out with a gallery, and the first gallery that we had was in Tyson's Galleria. For about 4 years, and where we really showcased the art, the fashion, everything about Vietnam, and people seem to be really happy about that.
And now you're having a festival, and I believe that you brought a couple products, and I believe the one next to you is the flying pig. Could you tell us more about the flying pig?
Yeah, the flying pig is actually really interesting. I designed the flying pigs, but the flying pigs have been existent in the American culture for many, many years. But in 2007, when it was the year of the golden pig, I designed that, sent it back to Vietnam and have it manufactured. And we sold quite a bit because a lot of mothers who were pregnant with a child in the year of the golden pig purchased one for a keepsake. So after that, I went a bit further, put wings on them. So when pigs fly, the impossible event coming to pass. And that's what happened with the flying pig.
So it's more like an inspirational symbol of
Correct.
hope.
Exactly. And a lot of people call it the angel pigs, where they bring, good luck. And in many cultures, the pigs represent a good luck symbol and prosperity. We have a website of the flying pigs, and we hope to distribute it to other venue, local retail gift store in the area.
So for my basic knowledge of Vietnamese art, and I remember when I was a boy, listening to my parents sharing with me stories about, art paintings, and specifically some of the famous paintings provided by famous artists, for example, Bùi Xuân Phai, depicting a small village, old street of Hanoi City.
Correct.
And then as I grew up and then become more exposed to Vietnamese art, for my basic knowledge, I understand that Vietnamese art is broken into two components. One had to do with the traditional community life of small villages, which is the beauty, the elegance, reflecting the Vietnamese culture and its people.
Right.
And the second is more like very expressive, more modernized, has to do with, I believe, like emotion, perhaps love, passion, and sympathy. And I think that's the inner life of Vietnamese art. Does your festival reflect those two components and beyond that? And what sort of paintings that you may have at your festival?
Okay. Very interesting point. Vietnamese contemporary art has gone so far, and especially after 1975, and especially in 1990, when the government opened up for free trading. The artists and the artisans start to make money selling their goods. And the booming started in Hanoi, Vietnam specifically, because for the longest time, they were not able to sell their artwork. There's no need to paint. But when the tourists and the foreigners start to travel back to Vietnam, they're interested in buying the art. And you'll see the brush stroke and the colors of what's currently represent Vietnamese contemporary art today. It's absolutely amazing. There's red colors, yellow colors, very bold colors. And I think it's like an awakening of the people, of the humans, and of the people who has been in a different culture for so long, and now they're free to express themselves. And with the French school the School of Indochina right in Hanoi for many years, that also have a lot of artists that are coming from that school, and that makes it really unique with the westernized
And your festival has a variety of different kind of artworks. For example, oil painting, lacquer painting, and even pottery products also.
Right. Currently, we from the Vietnamese fine art, we will have oil on canvas, which many people are familiar with. We have watercolor on silk. We have lacquer paintings, which is really unique.
And then this is the lacquer painting that you have right here. Could you tell the audience more about it?
Sure. This lacquer paintings is not done specifically from an artist, but it's done from an artisan person in Vietnam. Basically, I sent them an image of what I would like for them to produce, and from the image and under my artistic directions, they will start painting the image and inlaid with a crushed eggshell onto the surface.
Wow.
And this is something that it takes about 2 to 3 months to complete. And the reason that I picked like a Michael Jackson silhouette in order to help the new audience and the American or Vietnamese American to learn about the different mediums that we do have in Vietnam as far as painting's concerned.
I see, but this is more like a Western, integrating into the Vietnamese contemporary art.
Exactly.
But I believe that your festival also have paintings that depict, Vietnamese people. For example, elegant picture or painting of Vietnamese woman, mother, perhaps, and children.
Correct.
And many of those paintings are currently exhibited at your festival.
Exactly. We not only have fine art, contemporary fine art, but we also have pottery. We also have photography. We have handmade goods, hand-painted silk. We have so many variety of products that it's all about Vietnam, and it's everything about Vietnam.
Which interested you the most with regard to the selection of artists or designers for Vietnamese fine art?
I guess all of them has a special interest to me, but most of all, it's the way to bring them to the festival so they have a chance to expose to the culture and to the American audience, and hope to create a dialogue to bridge the past, the present, and hopefully the future.
And also perhaps portraying, the capacity of express, perhaps the forward thinking of Vietnamese people with respect to its tradition and the culture, the richness of the culture, and also hope for the future.
Correct.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. When you see the artists, the older generation of the artists will paint more of the scenery, of the village, of the women. But the younger generation, the younger artists, would paint images that you kind of have to sit back and kind of ponder a little bit and ask, what are they thinking? So there's contemporary and there's modern art.
How do you put the festival together? I mean, is there a lot of work, and has the festival been running for a month now, or maybe a couple of weeks?
Correct.
Is that right?
Every year in the fall, Gallery Brigitte will put together exhibits where we pick a particular theme or an artist. And we have had exhibit at the Mandarin Oriental Hotel, at Towson University, at the World Bank a couple years ago. This year is really unique because we have created a festival instead of just an exhibit. And a festival would consist more than just fine art, but it consists of homemade goods, pottery, sculpture, other area related to the Vietnamese culture.
And right now, if the audience would like to know more about the festival, they could contact you at Pacific number or email address?
Yes, correct. And I hope that you'll see at the bottom of the screen today that you can contact me via that email or contact me via the website that I provided. But we are open Friday, Saturday, and Sunday from 11 to 6 p.m.
Okay.
And all other time by appointment.
And this is quite a festival, which has so many variety of products, and hope that the end result would be able to reflect the true meaning of Vietnamese culture and its people. So we're looking forward to have you back and tell us the success of the festival. Thank you everyone for watching the show, and please join us again for the next Art 360 show.